Fisk unit. Fisk unit. What's good, y'all? Fist Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fist unit while you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Alright, look. My track record speaks for itself. You know what my promotion is. You know what my ad is. You know what my banner is. My resume. Not a lot of YouTubers, not a lot of people in the sports world can say that. I got a resume. Okay? I said bet the Giants over. That cashed. I said bet Brian Dable coach of the year. That cashed. I said the Giants were going to the playoffs. That cashed. I said Daniel Jones was him. It cashed. Okay? I called Kayvon a year ago watching his highlights. He's him. Won us a couple games on defense. You know what else I just called recently? It's on the Giants Outside the podcast. I can't lie. It's all on wax. I said Daniel Jones does not want to play for a penny less than Kyler Murray. Didn't I tell y'all that 1,000 times? That there's no way Daniel Jones is going to want to play for a penny less than Kyler Murray? I could have sworn I said that. So now the report comes out that Daniel Jones is looking for $45 million plus. I know. I'm right again. I'm right again. And this is not me bragging. This is not a brag. This is a learning lesson. Now, for those of y'all who are subscribed to my channel, those of y'all who listen to me on a regular basis, if it don't apply, let it fly. This don't apply to y'all. This is applying to the people that click on my videos and aren't familiar with my work. When I talk, listen, because I'm probably going to be right. Danny wants his bag. All you people out here talking about, oh, he don't deserve $35 million. How dare you pay Daniel Jones $35 million? Is Daniel Jones better than Derek Carr? Is Daniel Jones better than Dak Prescott? Because both of them make $40 million a year. Why would Danny, who just won a playoff game, something Derek Carr know nothing about, something Dak has only done twice in 7 years, Danny won a playoff game. Wasn't no CeeDee Lamb out there. Wasn't no Dalton Schultz out there. Wasn't no Michael Gallup out there. He ain't had no Amari Cooper. He ain't had no Michael Crabtree. He didn't have a Devontae Adams. He didn't have a Hunter Renfrow or a Darren Waller. Daniel Jones just won a playoff game throwing to practice squad Isaiah Hodgins, practice squad Richie James, and 5th round pick Darius Slayton. What we talking about? This whole notion that Daniel Jones is bugging or Daniel Jones is out of his mind because he wants his bag. It's stupid. It's dumb, and it shouldn't be said without consequences. If God charged you air to breathe, you would shut the hell up more often. Because at the end of the day, people throw around these words. People make comments. People run their mouth, and there's no consequence for the dumb things that they say. Saying Daniel Jones should get paid less than Ryan Tannehill is a joke. It's a joke. Wasn't no A.J. Brown out there. What are we talking about? But if we pay Daniel Jones, Fisk, if we pay Daniel Jones, we won't be able to sign other players. We won't be able to get talent around Danny. Newsflash. Danny just won with nothing around him. Nothing. The number one thing Daniel Jones showed you is that if you do max Danny out, if you do pay Danny his worth, he's going to carry whatever you put around him. He going to carry it. How many quarterbacks in this league outside of Aaron Rodgers, outside of Patrick Mahomes, how many quarterbacks in this league right now can say they could carry whatever you put around them? What else does Daniel Jones have to prove to get his money? Quarterbacks have gotten paid and done less. I watched Kyler Murray throw a pick 6 from his 1 yard line and get a bag. and yet you're complaining that Danny wants his money? I'm going to say it again. I watched Kyler Murray throw a pick six from his 1 yard line. Not on the goal line, on his 1 yard line. That's about as dumb as Dan Orlovsky running out of bounds for the safety. And he got a bag. Y'all got to really think about how you talk about Danny, how you treat Danny. You better really think about it. Because at the end of the day, Danny didn't have no super team around him like Hurts. Jalen Hurts this, Jalen Hurts that. Jalen Hurts had the best roster in the league around him. Brock Purdy got the second best roster in the league around him. Daniel Jones has nothing. They got third string receivers that will be our number one on those teams. They got backup offensive linemen, cough, cough, Philly, that would start on our team legitimately. You can't compare it. Joe Burrow, Chase, Higgins, Boyd. What we talking about? Danny is in that Mahomes category. I said it. He's in that Mahomes category. He's in that category where he gonna win regardless of what you put around him. Daniel Jones, under Joe Judge, was a game away from the playoffs. Twice. It ain't his fault the Eagles tanked on national television. He would have took Joe Judge to the playoffs. It ain't Daniel Jones' fault that Gettleman couldn't get him an offensive line and he damn near got his neck broke because he would have took Joe Judge to the playoffs for a second time because he was a game out of the wild card with tiebreakers over the Eagles and the Saints. Yeah, that's right. The last game Daniel Jones played 2 years ago, he beat Jalen Hurts, who ended up going to the playoffs that season. So for y'all to sit here and say he don't deserve his money, for y'all to sit here and say Daniel Jones ain't worth $45 million plus, you're stupid. You're dumb. You know nothing. You should smack yourself until you can't feel your face anymore because it's idiocracy. It's ludicrous. It shows your ignorance that you think that Daniel Jones can't carry the Giants. That Minnesota Viking team won 13 games. Like Vin Diesel said, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. A win is a win. So you could criticize Minnesota however you want to. They still won. They beat Josh Allen. They did that. And Daniel Jones beat them in a playoff game in their building. That game versus the Colts, that game versus Minnesota, when Daniel Jones is out here looking like he glowing like Goku throwing the bums, imagine what he's going to look like throwing at competent players. Y'all got to see the upside. How come everybody else get paid for what they going to do, but Daniel Jones can't? You New Yorkers are ungrateful. You New Yorkers are ungrateful. And you don't learn your lesson because you criticize Aaron Judge. You didn't want the Yankees to give Aaron Judge his bag. He's too old. He's going to be too old towards the middle half of the deal. He's going to be old. And then he goes out there, wins MVP, and now he's got you by the balls. And now you want to pay him by any means necessary. My message to New Yorkers is shut up. It's not your money. Pay your players before they ball out. It's cheaper to give Daniel Jones the Kyler Murray contract this season than it's going to be to give him a Burrow contract next season. Think of it that way. Quarterbacks don't get cheaper. They only get more expensive. There's never going to be a world where Daniel Jones gets cheaper. So get that out your mind. Focus on reality. Okay? That's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you're rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.